Good morning, everyone. It's Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. We're here live for you guys. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying the Tuesday morning. I'm trying to push the week ahead. I mean, I'm thinking like, is it Wednesday yet? Is it Thursday yet? You know, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the game. I'm waiting for Southampton. I'm excited. I feel like a kid before Christmas. That's what I feel like, guys. Welcome to the stream. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like if you could be as kind to do that for me. That'd be absolutely fantastic, guys. So let's get straight into it, shall we? There was the Fabrizio bombshell yesterday. Of course, Fabrizio Romano reporting that Manchester United are interested in Dorgeles, Nene Dorgeles. I'm going to say Dorgeles. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but you know what? Nene Dorgeles. Nene Dorgeles is a Mali international. 22 years old. He's only worth around 8 million euros. So quite cheap, which is quite concerning considering his contract expires in 2028. Why is he so cheap? He's been on numerous loans over his career, including going to the lower divisions in Germany, of course, and in Austria. So at the moment, he's playing for RB Salzburg in Austria. And you know what? Another prospect. He's got 20 caps for Mali, 3 goals. He is a left winger primarily. So what does that mean? Is he going to play on the left wing back? Is he going to play behind the striker? What's going to happen with Dorgeles then? You know, so I'm thinking, what is this signing all about? What will this player do for Manchester United? Does that mean he is going to be a direct replacement for Marcus Rashford? This for me is like a typical winter signing for me. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a long-term signing. It doesn't mean that it's going to be the guy to be there for many years, 10 years or so. It just means that Man United are taking a punt. Man United are taking a risk on this player. So, you know what? I'm all for these type of players, these players that are relatively unknown. Of course, the Austrian league is not the strongest league in the world, but you never know. We must have scouted him intensively. I mean, obviously, the price tag is 8 million euros. So that would have been enticing for Manchester United, wouldn't it? At the end of the day, you know, 8 million euros, bringing a left winger in. You know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, look, we all want the big signings. We all want the big players. We all want the Kvaratskhelia. We want those type of players, don't we, at the end of the day? But you know what? It's better than nothing, you know, and at the moment, you know, at Man United, if we do get rid of Marcus Rashford, we're going to need reinforcements. We need a left wing back. We need another midfielder. We need another defender. So, you know what? Man United are looking to offload around 6 to 7 players this window, guys. So maybe Man United are trying to wheel and deal, knowing that we got Ahmad and Fernandez there already, of course, guys. So maybe Man United are trying to wheel and deal, trying to get some players like this through the door. And we never know. They might turn out to be the next best thing, the next big thing, of course. So, you know, over the years, Man United have prided ourselves on signing players that are relatively unknown. Of course, we go back to Peter Schmeichel, Ronnie Johnson, Henning Berg, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. These type of players even took a punt on Eric Cantona when at the time, you know what, everyone was saying, don't sign Eric Cantona, you know, because he's a problem. Went to Sheffield Wednesday, went to Leeds, you know, and he caused a big issue, didn't he? You know, so, but you know what? It turned out to be a superstar. And I feel like sometimes you can sign players that are relatively unknown, like you're delving into the unknown. But to be honest with you, it might turn out to be a blessing in disguise. It might turn out to be a gem, you know, and that's one thing I'm saying. So I'm not going to totally discount that. It is being reported by Fabrizio Romano, of course, which is reliable, of course. So you know what? This is another bit of news that adds weight to Manchester United's never-ending transfer wish list. I mean, there must be about 100 players on that wish list, isn't it? I mean, there's so many players that we're reporting every single day, of course, guys. So that is obviously, it's a good thing in a way, of course. Man United will go after that player. Can't get that player. Let's try that player. Can't get that player. Let's try that player. And that's what they're doing at the moment, in my opinion, guys. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today, you absolute legends. Guys, let me read some of your comments because that is what I do. I read comments, guys, absolutely. Big up UK Rap. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Really good to see the UK Rap in the house. Big to see you. Big up Sanjay in the house. Big up the legend that is Sanjay. The regular that is Sanjay, of course. Big up Sanjay, of course. Big up, Buzzy. What's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well, Buzzy. Hope you're doing well. Big up yourself. Hope everything is cool with you, my friend. Good to see you in the chat, of course. Goodness me, I have to get something real quickly. Whoa. Let me just tweet this out. I haven't even tweeted this out, to be honest with you. There we go. So that is it, guys. At the end of the day, look, you know what? Man United signing players, you know, I trust what Wilcox and Barada and Christopher Favell are doing at the moment. I trust that they have got their ear to the ground when it comes to young talent. And I wouldn't just discount a player. I wouldn't just say, oh, we don't want him. He's not. Who is he at the end of the day? Because you never know. You never know what he could be, what he could turn out to be. And that is one thing that I would say. Absolutely. Buzzy, big up. Earthfan, the legend, the myth, the legend, the superstar that is Buzzy. Big up Earthfan, shall I say. Earthfan, the legend, the myth, the legend, guys. Absolutely. Of course, big up Earthfan, of course, in the chat as usual. Big up everyone who's joining me today, guys. So that is Dorgeles. It's been linked heavily with Manchester United, according to Fabrizio Romano. 22-year-old playing for Salzburg. You know what? They probably see something in this player that, you know what, we don't see. Because obviously it would be a lie to turn around to you guys and say, look, I'm an expert on Dorgeles. I've been watching him for years. He's an absolute baller. I would be lying to say that. So at the end of the day, look, you know what? I'm going to trust what Barada do, what Favell does, you know, and to be honest with you, let's see what happens. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, of course. Buzzy, do you think United will sign a player this January? Less than 3 weeks left. I think they will, Buzzy. I think they're going to have to. I think the fact that Marcus Rashford is looking every day, he's looking more likely to leave Manchester United. I know it's taking a time. It's a bit like squeezing water out of a stone at the moment. But, you know, I do believe that Marcus Rashford will be leaving the football club by the end of the month. That means that these players have to be replaced. Now, we do not want any Glazonomics. We know all about Glazonomics, don't we? Glazonomics are all about saving money and getting the cheapest option through the door, of course. We've been there. We've done that. We've worn the T-shirt. We bought the mug. We've been there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, we're tired of this Glazonomics thing, isn't it? And we hope that the signings that we do bring in will make a difference to Manchester United. At the end of the day, look, I'm really a big advocate for a left wing back. I think Man United need a left wing back. I think we're crying out for a left wing back at the moment, and the left side is centre back, and probably a midfielder as well. You know, we're crying out for these type of players, and you know what? I think that Ineos need to get their act in gear and they start moving. Because at the end of the day, Man United are extremely short on squad numbers at the moment. If they're not extremely short on squad numbers, they're most certainly short on quality. That's what I would say at the end of the day. How's it going, bro? Big up. I'm all good, brother. It's good to see you back, my friend. I'm good, brother. All good. And you know what? Just enjoying the elements, guys. Enjoying the elements and enjoying Manchester United news as we do every day. I'm counting down those days to Southampton, guys. Southampton at Old Trafford. Got to win that game, guys. Let's score a few goals on Thursday, guys. That's what it's all about. It's scoring a few goals on Thursday. Let's do this, guys. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Jonathan. Is he good? Look, I would be lying, Jonathan, if I came on here. I'm not a liar. I'm not one of those fabricational outlets that give you in fictional news. You know, one thing I would say is that, according to my research, right, he is hasn't set the world alight. Very quick, very nippy. Can play on the left. Mainly, he's on the left, but can play on the right as well. A bench option. A bench option, something like that. A bench option, someone that could be coming off the bench, add a little bit of pace here and there. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what? Man United are looking to bring in someone quickly because obviously Marcus Rashford looks like to be leaving the club. So, look, if this has something to do with Barada, if this has something to do with Ravel, you know what? And Ruben Amorim, I trust it. I trust it. I trust their judgment, and I trust that they know what they're doing in regards to talent. You know, so at the end of the day, look, we got Ahmed up there. We got Bruno Fernandes up there. So, you know, those will be the first team players. We need someone to back them up. That's what we need at the end of the day. And it is a long season. You know, and Man United do need a striker as well, by the way. Man United need a striker. Man United need a left wing back. Man United need another defender. Man United need another midfielder. So, you know what? Maybe they're saving peas on this player to buy a player for another position. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Jonathan. Dorgu could come back. He is a left back. Dorgu, yes, he's a left back, but he plays primarily. He's an inverted right back, Jonathan. So he's a left footer playing on the right. He can play left back, but at the moment he's playing a right back, and he's an inverted right left back. So he can play on that left back position. Dorgu is someone we've been mentioning on the show quite a lot, of course. So you know what? I'm a big fan of Dorgu. I think he's a good player. Excellent player, in fact, and he's one of the prospects in Europe at the moment. I think Man United should fight tooth and nail to get this type of player. I'm also a big fan of Midas Kirkes, and the great thing about Midas Kirkes is that Midas Kirkes is Premier League experience, that is Premier League proven, and that I think Man United need to look for that, because I do think we severely lack Premier League proven players. I really do. I think Man United need to get the next, big Premier League player. Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it. He used to do it, obviously, with Wayne Rooney, with Michael Carrick, of course, Steve Bruce, Paul McGrath. You know what? Not Paul McGrath, but Paul, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, those type of players. Do you know what I mean? Gary Pallister, these players who played in England and who've done well in England and stuff like that. Irfan, only 7 likes. Goodness me. Hit the like button, subscribe at Tokyo. Thank you so much, Irfan, you legend. Thank you. Yes, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. Really important for the development of the channel and the progress of the channel, guys. We're closing in on 6,000 subscribers, guys. We're literally, I don't know how many we are, 300 away from 6,000 subscribers, guys. We're moving up every single day. We're gonna get to that target, guys. We're like coming in like a cannonball. Absolutely, that's what we're doing, guys. Coming in like a cannonball. Goodness me, guys. Just to lighten up the mood a little bit, right? Just to lighten up the mood a little bit, I want to show you this video real quickly, okay? Just to lighten up the mood, just a tiny tad, guys. So let me share something with you guys real quickly, because this is what I want to do. I want to lighten up the mood. So let's go to my Twitter page, right? Let's go to my Twitter page and let's play this video. Okay, so this is my Twitter page, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to follow Stretford Post, guys, on Twitter. Please don't forget to follow Stretford Post on Twitter. Absolutely. So let's watch this. I'm going to watch this. This is so funny.
700 mil down the drain.
All right, let's do this.
Arsenal are not winning anything.
700 million down the drain.
Arteta thought he'd win it all, but he forgot they changed the ball. Now Arsenal are not winning anything, nothing at all. Ooh, 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 nothing at all. Ooh, 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 nothing at all.
You got to laugh, guys. You got to laugh at Arsenal. Absolutely, you got to laugh at Arsenal, guys. You have to laugh. Yeah, you got to laugh. Life's too short. You know what I mean? You got to smile whilst you still have teeth at the end of the day. That is what it's all about, guys. Now, let's get into some more transfer news, guys. Manchester United are looking at bolstering their midfield. Another player that has come to my attention is Joao Gomes. Joao Gomes, who plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers as a midfielder. The Brazilian international has been linked with Man United in the past, but this has resurfaced. He is 23 years old, central midfielder. Of course, he's got 9 caps for Brazil. Decent player, playing for Wolves. He would cost around 40 million euros, which is the stumbling block. Of course, guys, it is the stumbling block, of course. So he would cost around that much money. So when we look at Joao Gomes, I did mention him a few months ago, Joao Gomes in the stream, of course, guys. His contract, it does run out in 2028, so we're going to have to pay premium for him, which will be 40 million euros. Of course, guys, he's one of those guys who comes from the Flamengo conveyor belt of talent, of course, in Brazil. Very good player, you know, and you know what? Man United are looking for that. Premier League experience. Again, Premier League experience. That is exactly what we're looking at the moment. It's like we're players who could play in the Premier League, players who've proven themselves in the Premier League, which is obviously good, of course, guys. It's obviously very, very good, of course, guys. So, you know what? Joao Gomes is the next one on the conveyor belt of players that Man United are interested in. Central midfielder, Joao Gomes. Look out for Joao Gomes coming on the right-hand side, guys. He is a right-sided midfielder, of course, guys. So let's have a look at, guys, your comments. Big up, Leeson. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Absolutely, absolutely. Good morning. Mr. Entitled is on astronomical where that's why it's taking ages. Yeah, Man United, they need to strike a deal with a percentages deal. So Man United basically want to get rid of Marcus Rashford, but they want the team to pay some of his wages, which is fair enough. At the end of the day, these teams are generally getting a quality player for free. You know, we're not asking AC Milan for 10 million signing on. You know what I mean? We're not asking them for that much money. We're basically saying pay a percentage of the transfer fee, and that would be nice. You know what I mean? And I think that's fair. And I think, you know what? I think this is what is taking time. Absolutely, Kazi. This is what's taking time. That, you know what? We're trying to wheel and deal, trying to get people to pay the contract. Mr. Entitled, as we call him, you know, sign a new contract. But that is not his fault. I mean, the incompetent ownership done that, you know, before Ruben Amorim came into the football club. And it was stupid to give him a new contract, to be honest. We should have sold him a long time ago. And I did call this out after he's had that 30-goal season. As we remember, I did call this out because he's far too inconsistent. You know, he has one good season and then he's missing for 3 seasons. Look, I don't agree with everything that's happened to him in regards to the negativity that is surrounded him. I don't agree with his off-field issues and stuff like that. I mean, but I also don't agree with the pressure that's put on the lad. He's still a young lad. He is 27 years old. But, you know, one thing I would say is that, you know what, sometimes you have to leave the football club. Sometimes you can stagnate. Sometimes, you know, you can overstay and, you know what, things just don't work out. And maybe you just need to leave afterwards, you know, just leave. And you know what, you might find something better. And that's the thing about it, you know, and it might be a blessing in disguise. You might win back your England place. Do you know what I mean? That's what could happen at the end of the day. Darren, what's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well. We are crying out for points as well, so absolutely we're crying out for points. Man United against Southampton. Look, guys, we have a number of games that I would deem winnable. But you know what? Man United's problem over the years has not been the likes of Man City and Liverpool and Arsenal. Those are not primarily the stumbling blocks in regards to Man United. The problems in Man United are the bread and butter. You know the bread and butter. Southampton on Thursday. You know what I mean? Those type of games that Man United, you know, notoriously have struggled against over the years, of course, guys. So, you know what? Those are the games that I look at and I think, oh, they're going to be playing the low block. They're going to be, you know, nullifying Man United so we don't get any space. It's not like playing Arsenal or Liverpool where they're going to give you space, you know. So we need to nullify this. We need to overcome this type of organization and tactics from the opposition because we have struggled against it. The likes of Nottingham Forest, the likes of Brighton Hove Albion, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Crystal Palace. These are the type of teams that we have struggled against. And this is a problem going forward. Man United need to back up their ideas, guys, and start winning these type of games, of course. Man United do have Southampton on Thursday, of course. I will be here live 7:30 p.m. UK time, of course, guys, UK time. But when we look at Man United's fixture list and we look at it closely, Man United have a number of fixtures that I would deem winnable, right? And I say that with inverted commas, of course, winnable. Okay, so I look at this. We got Southampton on Thursday. Then we got the night on Sunday, we got Brighton. Now, Brighton is the game. Brighton is one of those teams that you know what they're like. You know what Brighton are like. We have been struggling against Brighton perhaps too much over the years. We need to give Brighton one. We definitely need to give Brighton one, and we need to make sure that we end that hoodoo that we have, that juju that we have over Brighton at the moment. We then play Glasgow Rangers in the Europa League. Glasgow Rangers at home should be a win. Glasgow Rangers I know it's a rivalry. I know it's a British rivalry, but Glasgow Rangers are not that good. You know what I mean? They're not very good. They're equivalent of a championship side. So Man United should be able to beat Glasgow Rangers at the end of the day. Then it gets a little bit tricky because Man United have to go to Fulham. That one, I would still expect Man United to win. Even though Fulham are generally a very good side, and I think they've been fantastic this season, I think Man United should still go to Fulham and win. We have done in the past. It is quite a happy stumping ground for Man United over the years, of course. I was at the game when Cristiano Ronaldo scored that goal when he smashed it into the corner after that little one run. Which led to the title, of course, guys. So, you know what? Fulham, and then we got FCSB, of course, in Romania. So that's going to be a tricky playing in Romania. It's never going to be easy, of course. So I look at that period there. I do believe Man United can get maximum. I do believe Man United could get maximum points because then we got Crystal Palace at home, Leicester City at home in the FA Cup, and then we got Tottenham away. So it's up until the 16th of February that Man United are really, should be really winning every single one of those games. But I wouldn't count my chickens before they've hatched, of course, guys. Hopefully the eggs do come home to roost, guys. Absolutely. Big up UK Darren. Yeah, absolutely. Big up Rasta. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Big up to the Rasta King, of course, guys. Rasta Stocks, of course. Big up Kazi. Big up everyone, of course, in the chat. Of course, guys, you legends in the chat. Just got home from work. Hope you're doing fine, Rasta. I hope everything is good with you. We've been enjoying this week. So far, it's been a good thing. And you can slowly see that Man United is starting to get to that level, isn't it? They're starting to get to that, that Ruben Amorim sort of tactical know-how, And this was always going to happen. And the bad apples are going to fall from the tree. But I want to compliment Harry Maguire today. I want to say, despite the issues that Harry Maguire's had, despite the captaincy being removed from him, despite, him being dropped from the team and sometimes the squad, he has really shown himself. He's really stood up. He's really stood up and, proven himself and proven everyone else wrong. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. I want to give him a huge shout out at the end of the day, because I think it's very important that we show praise to players when they deserve it. Because at the end of the day, when we're not going to praise players when they deserve it, when are we going to praise players? At the end of the day, it's tit for tat, isn't it? It's tit for tat. You've got to criticize when you need to criticize. You've got to, praise when you need to praise. Some people think, some people in my Twitter page, they think that just because I say, oh, you know what, Bruno, he's had a bad game, think that I dislike the player. And that is absolutely not true. And that goes with every other player. You could say that, oh, the player ain't playing well. And at the end of the day, you can say that because football is about opinion. If we can't give opinion as fans, what can we do? We could blow smoke up people's arse and just continue to talk about how great they've been, flowers and unicorns. But, we're not going to do that, because at the end of the day, it is all about, telling the truth and being truthful to yourself and to others as well, guys. Absolutely. Let's read up. Big up Rashford. Rasta Stocks. Rashford out. We can bring someone in. Yes, we hope so. Fingers crossed, Rasta Stocks. I really do believe that we can bring someone in. I hope we do bring someone in. That would be absolutely fantastic. The problem with Rashford leaving is it will be a loan. A loan doesn't bring us 40 million for a replacement. That is true, Almac. And this is the one thing I worry about. Of course, I do worry about that. If it is a loan with an obligation to buy, then that's completely different. We don't know the stipulations of the contract at the moment. But if it is a loan with an obligation to buy, then, we could say, well, at least we're getting the money. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be a loan with an obligation to buy. But it should be. Man United should be looking to offload Marcus Rashford as soon as possible, because getting rid of him on loan is not going to get rid of the problem. For example, Sancho is going to stay at Chelsea. Chelsea cannot finish in the bottom half. Otherwise, he comes back to Man United, but they're not. They're going to finish in the top four, most likely. So that looks like that Sancho signing for Chelsea for 25 million. Man United need to do a similar deal with Marcus Rashford to keep him wherever he goes, of course, guys. Looks like AC Milan, but obviously AC Milan are stalling at the moment. Irfan, is the deal done? Not yet, Irfan, but Fabrizio Romano, nearly. It is like literally, here we go, nearly. So Fabrizio Romano, of course, once he speaks, we should take it very, very seriously, of course. So it is looking like, the deal is nearly done, of course. Robert Nsaya, who is the cousin and brother and close friend of Fabrizio Romano, says Man United will not sign any players, speaking all the way from his little hut, wherever he's from, talking about Man United won't sign any players because he knows everything. Look, when Robert Nsaya talks, you listen. Guys, absolutely. Jonathan, so get SA and Mateta Premier League proven. Yeah, the problem is, Jonathan, is that it's got that Premier League tax, hasn't it? At the end of the day, it's got that Premier League tax. And to be honest with you, Mateta, how much is he going to go for? 50, 60 million, something like that. It's just going to be too much for me. I don't think he's played well this season. I don't think Essie's played well this season. I think Elise has a lot to do with that. I think Elise played very well with him, of course. I wouldn't say no. I just don't feel like they've been fantastic this season. And but you know what? I would love those players. I'll be honest, Jonathan. But you know what? I don't think Man United are going to do a deal with them. It's very quiet on the Eze and Mateta front at the moment. Mateta has been brilliant. Don't get me wrong. He played fantastically well last season for Crystal Palace. Surprisingly, scored a number of goals, one of the top scorers in the Premier League, of course. But it's just a price tag, isn't it? What the hell? 1 second. Okay. Buzzy, Southampton game at home, so it's important. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Me too, mate. I can't wait. I'm like a child at Christmas. I really can't wait for the Southampton game, Buzzy. I really can't. You know what? I think Man United need to win that game. And you know what? It'd be great if Man United score a number of goals, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Of course, many people in the stream were saying 10-0, 8-0, you know, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? This is the Premier League. It's a bit more difficult than that. But you know what? I would just be happy if Man United end up winning the game. Of course, Southampton are going to play like their lives, as they always do against Man United. We have a rich history against Southampton, of course, which I'm going to talk about in the match preview tomorrow. Southampton has always been a thorn in our side over the years. You know, we've had some games there. I mean, the notorious grey shirts, of course, you know, when we had to change the shirts at halftime, the 6-3 game, of course, guys, you know what? They've cost us a couple of points over the years. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what? I'm looking forward to the Southampton game. The Southampton game represents a lot of history. This is the thing. People don't understand about the Southampton game, how historic this game is. And especially during the Sir Alex period, we've had some great encounters against Southampton. And you know what? I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to it. I think Man United will win. I'm not going to give my score now. I'm going to give it tomorrow. My prediction for the game, of course, and my predicted lineup for the game. But you know what? I think Man United are in a good way at the moment. The only thing that concerns me is that Man United seem to be struggling against teams that play the low block. And bet your bottom dollar that Southampton are going to play the low block tomorrow. Absolutely, they're going to do that. And I just want Man United to overcome that. And I hope Man United can overcome that, because that's been a thorn in our side for a very long time, of course. Big up, Buzz. Good morning, Randy. How you doing? Irfan's going 5-0. Big up, Irfan. I'll take that all day long, brother. I would take that all day long. You know what? Man United have beaten Southampton many times 5-0. I mean, I remember 5 goals, 5-1. I think I remember Man United defeating Southampton. We've defeated Southampton by a few goals as well. So at the end of the day, you know what? Tit for tat. At the end of the day, tit for tat, of course. Bello, what's going on? Good morning, Mr. Sal. How you doing, Bello Emmanuel? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope everything is good with you. Thank you so much for joining the stream, you legend. You absolute legend. Thank you so much, my friend. Buzzy, I saw this video and I was laughing so loud at work. Absolutely, but it's so funny, man. You know what? You got to laugh, guys. If you don't laugh, you got to laugh while you still have teeth at the end of the day. That is my saying, guys. That is my quote. Laugh while you still got teeth. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what? It is fun. You know, football, when you can't banter, you got to banter Arsenal. I know we shouldn't go over the top because we're 13th. I know that. But you know what? We knocked them out of the cup. We knocked them out of the cup. We kind of put pen to paper on 6 years without a trophy. I think that's what we did. And you know what? It's really good just to, you know, rub it in their faces, because they would do exactly the same to us. We beat them with 10 men. We beat them with 10 men. They had 12 players. We had 10. Unbelievable. Jonathan, I laugh more at Spurs. I mean, Spursy Spurs. You know what? Spurs ain't getting scrutinized as much as they should. Spurs need to be criticized, because at the end of the day, I'm seeing too much praise for Postecoglou. I know he's done it okay. He's done okay, yeah. But at the end of the day, look, you know what? He isn't brilliant. You know what? We ain't a million miles away from Spurs at the end of the day. You know what? I mean, just about beat Tamworth in extra time. How comes he's not getting the scrutinized similar to what Ruben Amorim would get, or Eric Ten Hag back in the past got? I don't understand, guys. Bello, this is Uchichi Gloria using a brother's phone. Come on, Uchichi Gloria. You cannot confuse me like this, Uchichi. Bello, Emmanuel, Uchichi, Gloria, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. Good to see Uchichi back in the house. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everything is cool with you, you legend. Of course, big up United Road. Morning, everyone. Big up United Road and big up Asherman. And congratulations on 16,000 subscribers. My guy, absolutely brilliant. From my friend, Asherman, of course, and the United Road. Real guy, absolutely. Big up yourself. Buzzy, can you believe if Spurs get a win or draw against Arsenal at babies? Oh, my goodness. Spurs are going to win that game. Guys, listen, you heard it here first. I believe Spurs are going to win that game. I really do feel Spurs will win that game. I'm confident. I'm confident Spurs will win that game. And you know what? What will happen to Arsenal? Look, Arsenal are not going to win the league. Let's be honest, guys. It's January. It's almost February. We're talking about Arsenal overcoming points and stuff like that. You know what? Going on a magnificent run without a striker here. You know, it'd be delusions of Gunja, to be honest with you. Gunja is another thing. I wouldn't recommend it. Delusions of grandeur, of course, guys. So at the end of the day, you know what? It is what it is. Big up. Yes, Joao Gomes is worth more than 14 million. Let's take the catch. That guy is 50 million player based on modern football. Brilliant player, absolutely. And Man United should fight tooth and nail for these players. We don't know what's going to happen in the next, obviously, week or 2 weeks, of course. I do believe we should hear something concrete by Friday or Monday. I think Man United will get some news through the door, and we will get some news on transfers in and transfers out and stuff like that. So, you know what? We just have to keep our feet digged into the ground and just sit tight and, wait at the end of the day. I know it's frustrating. It is frustrating. It's frustrating for me because I really want Ruben Amorim to succeed. And I feel like they should back Ruben Amorim. This is their appointment at the end of the day. This is their guy at the end of the day. So I would love them to back him. And I think he deserves backing at the end of the day. Absolutely. Irfan, I love it when United are underdogs and every pundit writes us off. City, Liverpoolers, and Asna still don't learn. Absolutely, Irfan. And you know what? Absolutely, Irfan. And you know what? What would be great if Man United go and beat Southampton, beat Brighton, go and beat FCSB. You know what? If Man United go on a really good run, it's been a while since we've been on a good run, isn't it? But I look at the fixture list. Until Tottenham on the 16th of February, Man United have got a really favourable fixture list. It's not completely easy. We have got Fulham away, but you know what? I feel like Man United can still win that game. If Man United go on a winning run, you know what? We're basically back, ain't we? At the end of the day, I don't want to say that, but you know what? The league can change in a month. Do you know what I mean? The league can change, and I do expect Man United to creep up that table very, very quickly, starting on Thursday. Southampton will be up for the game. Southampton have got nothing to lose. Southampton will be like, Man United, Southampton. We might as well go for it. So at the end of the day, look, they're going to frustrate. They're going to try and nullify us. They're going to play a narrow midfield. They're going to try and keep it tight for as long as they can and capitalize on any opportunities that they have. Man United, it would be nice if Man United score early, because if Man United score early, the floodgates could open and Man United could score a number of goals. It's been a while since we've done that, and I hope that we do. I really do. Big up, Irfan. Told you guys, we are looking at everyone. We are only window shopping, but we never buy it. Let's wait and see, Randy. Let's wait and see, because we don't want words to come slapping us in the face at the end of the day. Me, I only talk once I get acknowledgement from people that I know and respect. So at the end of the day, these rumors, they're true. They have to be reported. And at the end of the day, whether Man United gets someone or not, I don't know. I ain't Mystic Meg. I ain't David Blaine. But at the end of the day, you know what? Man United are looking at these players. And as you said, window shopping. Some may call it window shopping. What we have to do is wait until the window closes. And let's see what happens when the window closes. We've got 2.5 weeks till the window closes, guys. So let's be a little bit, a little bit more zealous. I know not overly zealous, but let's be a little bit more positive in regards to the way we talk and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, pessimist, it don't win, doesn't it? And I know that, what I'm like. You know what I mean? And I'm a big critique of Ineos. Everyone knows that I'm a big critical of Ineos for a long time. And we'll have to wait and see. Fraud watch, indeed. And we'll have to wait until the window closes, of course, guys. So many rumors, but Ineos aren't spending that money. They would take it, actually compete deals. Manchester United are leaking rumors for fan engagement. I don't think they'll do that, mate. I don't think they'll do that. These players are generally on the Man United wish list. They are. But Man United are negotiating. So you know what Man United are like with negotiating. So we have to wait and see. Look, I don't deal with absolutes. I don't deal with speculation in regards to my opinion. I just talk what I know. I just talk what I've heard from people I respect. And those things need to be said. Whether they do it or not is another story. I don't think it's time for us to be pessimistic at the moment. There is still 2 weeks left in the transfer window. So, you know what? We have to be a little bit more zealous. We have to be a little bit more, a little bit more patient, in my opinion. And then let's see what happens. Joao Gomes and Ugarte, our midfield will be a beast. Absolutely is. And Joao Gomes has been Man United's list for quite a while now. And you know what? That is promising at the end of the day. That is a promising development in regards to him, because he is a good player. He's got Premier League experience, Brazil international, of course. So, I would be absolutely delighted with a signing like that, of course. Sal, did you see how Keon cried Martin Keown, you know what? The one thing about Martin Keown, and I don't like the guy, number one. You know what? He hates Man United, and the feeling is mutual at the end of the day. You know what? I still remember him, you know, with the Ruud van Nistelrooy situation back all those years ago in 2003. I remember that situation, and I remember the way he acted. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm happy that he lost. Good. Rub it in. You're not going to win nothing. Arsenal are not going to win anything. Do. Absolutely. Big up, Randy. Big up, Achichi. Big up. Hit the likes. And guys, come on, guys. Thank you so much, Randy. You legend. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the support, my friend. You absolute diamond. You are an absolute diamond. You are my friend. Thank you so much for your support. As usual, Mr. Randy, of course, which is a legend, of course, guys. He is. So, guys, thank you so much. Saudi Arabia has offered Casemiro 650 grand a week, tax-free. Oh, you either got it or you haven't, isn't it? As soon as we get sold for that's 25 million, get a Vara Fernandes 16 and stop dreaming about 50 million win backs that are out of our price budget. They're not out of our price budget. That's Glazonomics, Matt. Do not fall into Glazonomics. Do not fall into Glazonomics. They're not out of our price budget. They're not. People were saying exactly the same thing about sacking Ten Hag. We ain't got the money to sack Ten Hag. Believe me, we got the money. We got the money. Whether we spend the money is another story, but we got the money. Don't fall into Glazonomics. Please, wanted must sign this January. Strength for 3 or 4 areas, please, because the season will get more tougher and tougher. United has a lot of enemies, including officiating too. Man United have a real problem with officiating. Man United need to actually, delve into the possibility of taking legal action against the PGMO at the end of the day. Because, these decisions are becoming a bit diabolical. If I'm being honest with you, the decisions that have been going against Man United, and not only against Arsenal, it's been going on for a long time, guys. It's been absolutely crazy. And I look at all the decisions. Man United have a real case. Man United could build a dossier of decisions that have gone against them and contradict those decisions on other games many times over. If this carries on, Man United should seriously consider legal action, because at the moment, we do have a problem with officiating. And every time we go into the game, it's like we're playing with an extra man because the referee don't want to give us anything. We all know if that was a Man United player in the box, similar to Kai Havertz, if he fell down in the box, they're not giving a penalty to Man United. We all know that. We all know what happened at West Ham when he gave the penalty. Coote gave the penalty with Oliver giving him the go-ahead to give the penalty. It's very sinister, what's going on at the moment. You go, Darren, 100% about Maguire. Absolutely. Absolutely proud of Maguire. You know what? I've never been player FC. You know what? I've never been that kind of guy. But you know what? I always give praise when praise is due. And you know what? I was one of those guys saying, why are we giving Maguire a new contract? Why we get... Look, listen. He plays well. I'm happy. At the moment, I'm going to tell you right now, he's been our best performing defender in 1 year. Look. De Ligt has been fantastic this season, and De Ligt was probably the man of the match against Arsenal, along with Bayende. It was very close. But let's not forget, in regards to consistency, Harry Maguire has been absolutely phenomenal for Man United. Phenomenal. And you know what? Fair play to him. He suffered abuse. He's had the captaincy taken from him. He's been dropped from the squad. He's not been picked for the team. You know what? He's been dropped for England squad. He's done absolutely fantastic, and I have nothing but praise for him. Absolutely. Please, who still is nearly done? Mr. Sal. Mr. Sal, it is Nene Dorgeles. Nene Dorgeles, he plays for Salzburg. Plays for Salzburg as a Mali international left winger. 20 caps for Mali. 3 goals, of course, guys. He's only 22 years old, and he will cost around 8 million euros, of course, guys. Absolutely. Randy, over 200 in the chat with only 40 likes. Come on, guys, let's get to 100 likes. Thank you so much. I don't think we're going to get to 100 likes today. Can we get there, guys? 50% is really the going rate at the moment in every stream, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So I would be happy with 40 to 50 likes, guys. If you guys can give me 50 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Ichichi, Mr. Sal didn't put on his black T-shirt today. I've been wearing black T-shirt all week, Mr. Ichichi. To be honest with you, I can't keep wearing black T-shirts because people will say that I have no clothes. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what? I got a jumper. This is my jumper, by the way. I designed it. Look at that. Look at that. That's my jumper. I designed it, guys. It was my jumper for my design. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Arteta out. I've already seen Arteta out. I've already seen it, mate. The Arteta out is already on the waves. They're already talking about Arteta out right now. I mean, I've seen enough about Arteta, but you know what? One thing I'm really pleased about in regards to the game is that we managed to control Pulis ball. We managed to control the Pulis ball, and you know what? Happy about that as well. With Luke Shaw watching in the background, which was absolutely fantastic. Luke Shaw handing out his moral support, of course, guys, which was absolutely brilliant. And really, really enjoyed it, of course, guys. Absolutely, really did. And yeah, keep going.
Watching Arsenal is watching Netflix. You always wait for the next season, and
there you go, guys. Watching Arsenal is like watching Netflix. You always wait for the next season. And that is what Arsenal are all about, guys, at the end of the day. Love it, guys. Love it. Oh, God. You got to laugh. You have to, haven't you? You got to laugh. UK Darren. Really, Arteta must stay low. Yeah, we want Arteta to stay. Come on, you got to be loyal to your manager. Come on, we need him to stay, of course, guys. Absolutely. Goodness me. Kerwin Nixon, what's going on? Finish him. What's going on, Kerwin? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you back, mate. Good to see you back. Legend, of course, in the chat. One of the legends. Absolutely. Good morning, Garrett. What's going on, Garrett? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. I hope everything is cool with you, brother. I hope you're good. Ineos, it's Ineos. Absolutely, Rand. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Oh, Uchichi. Absolutely. Mr. Sal. Who's the winger named Nene from Salzburg? Fabrizio says something astonishing stuff. I've been talking about him all show. Dorgeles. Nene Dorgeles, who plays for Salzburg. Of course, he is a 22-year-old, 20 caps for Mali. Plays for Salzburg in Austria. Left winger. He's the guy Fabrizio has been talking about, of course, guys. Absolutely. I listened to the goalkeeper's interview after the game, and he said they are starting to believe in the manager. They should always believe in the manager, Garrett, like we always do, don't we, Garrett? But you know what? That is pleasing to hear. I'm really happy to hear that. I was very impressed with the performance against Liverpool and Arsenal. Now, let's hope we can carry it on against the games we're supposed to win against Southampton, because those are the games that we have notoriously struggled in over the last few years. The teams that play the low block, that is what we need to try and combat, because we seem to struggle against that, don't we, at the end of the day? And I hope that Man United can overcome that again on Thursday. Of course, the biggest worry for me is Brighton on Sunday. I know I shouldn't be worried about Brighton, but Brighton do have a habit of coming to Old Trafford and doing bits. So Man United need to nullify that. Man United need to try and get on a winning run. Start winning these games, you know what I mean? Start going on a 6, 7, 8 winning game run, of course. Good morning, Grail. What's going on, you legend? I hope you're doing well. Morning, Sal. Hope you're well. Brother, 170, only 43 likes. Please like the guys, like the like button, please, guys, and subscribe button. We're 6,000 subscribers now. We're getting to 6,000. Come on, guys. We're nearly on 6,000 subscribers. Let's get it here, guys. This is where the realist is. Absolutely. Keep going, guys. Absolutely. Garrett, I hope the players can work around this bad officiating. I really do, Garrett. But you know what? It is like playing with two hands behind your back and one leg. At the end of the day, what Man United overcame against Arsenal was absolutely phenomenal, because when we went down to 10 men, you know what, they already sent off Dalot. The only thing that was missing was a penalty for Arsenal, and they got the penalty. We overcame absolutely every obstacle to win that game. And you know what? The referee, I swear to you, he must have been very disappointed. Probably Arteta went in the dressing room afterwards and went into the referee room afterwards and said, why didn't you do more? You could have done more. Man United done phenomenally well, but you know what? We can't play this type of game every single week. We can't keep fighting the referees, because at the end of the day, the referees are important and they make a huge difference in the game, of course, guys. They can make the difference between winning and losing, drawing and winning. So at the end of the day, look, we have to really speak up. We're Manchester United. This Premier League cannot cope without Manchester United. We are the owners of this bloody Premier League. We are Manchester United. We are the ones who put this Premier League on the map. You know what I mean? If we left this Premier League would crumble. So we need to fight those referees, challenge those referees. We need to take them to the authorities, take them to court. So we're not putting up with this rubbish anymore, this bias. And here's a repertoire of everything that is gone against Man United over the last couple of years, or even longer, even extended longer. You've got people holding people in the neck and nothing happens to them. You got Casemiro holds someone on their collar and gets a red card. It's disgraceful. Man United need to speak up. Man United are more powerful than they think. They need to stop being so nice. Stop being so FFP. We don't want to upset the FFP. We don't want to upset the regulations. We don't want to upset the PGMO. We don't want to do that. Man United need to be the Red Devils, for crying out loud. Get it done. Start fighting your corner, man. Start fighting your corner and sow some bloody cojones. That's what I would say to Man United. And that is the ownership, of course. Big up, Garrett. Chichi, I really wasn't happy with Maguire, but trust that Maguire resilience to stay strong in trying moment, ugly times, and even stripped of captain. I bet. You know what? The thing is, Maguire is born Man United, man. Absolutely. The thing is like, you know what? You may not rate a player. You know what? We never had some of the best defenders in the world. I remember Man United having Henningberg, Ronnie Johnson, these type of players that were not notoriously the most gifted players in the world. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Wes Brown was not one of the most gifted players in the world. O'Shea was very versatile, but he was not the most gifted player in the world. The thing is, what it is about attitude, commitment, you know, and showing professionalism, being an inspiration for the players that are coming to the team, the young players. That's what I want to see. And Maguire epitomizes this. He shows this every single week. He could have easily went to Twitter, just like a certain Jaden went to Twitter and cried on Twitter about why is he removing my armband, blah, blah, blah. He could have done that. You know what I mean? But he never. He got on with it. He kept his head down and he carried on playing. Absolutely. Oops, I just crossed off my Twitter thing. Give me a second. Let's get to some more comments, guys. Evra's funny, isn't it? Absolutely. Nice design. You got Mr. Sal on your t-shirt. Reminds me of a calmness nature. Absolutely. I'm a nature guy, guys. I'm a nature guy. I like to be calm. When I get on the stream, I let loose, though. When I get on the stream, I let loose. Absolutely. With passion, guys. You know what? There's other people, other content creators are starting to do this now. You know, this passion thing. You know what I mean? And then, you know what? Because, you know what? It's all about copying, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know what? Fair play to them. They want to copy me. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You see them. They start doing this now. They start doing this. Yeah. Big up, Rodney. What's going on, Rodney? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see the legend in the chat, Mr. Rodney Trotter. Monstru. Should we use Anthony as Ahmed as a left wing back? Ahmed's too important on the attacking side of things, in my opinion, GK. Anthony, I'm not too sure. I trust Ruben Amorim. Whatever Ruben Amorim wants to do, I'm going to trust Ruben Amorim to do it. Absolutely. That's what I'm going to do. So whatever Ruben wants, I want anything you want. Ugarte. Like Barca uses Rafinha. Rafinha's been fabulous this season. By the way, let's give a shout out to Rafinha. Absolutely baller this season, guys. I hate using that word, but he is absolutely killing it right now. So big up Rafinha. Probably added tens of millions onto his transfer price tag, of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up GK. Big up GK. Arteta must stay. Arsenal has to be patient, like Man United was patient with Erik ten Hag. I feel better than the hypocritical Arteta. Apparently, the referee was on Arsenal's side. I almost choked on my bloody tuna dish. I mean, apparently Arteta was on their side. Arteta. The referee was on their side. I couldn't believe my ears when I was hearing that. I thought I was going deaf. I thought, am I hearing him well? I cannot believe. Even the fans are saying the referee was on their side. And they're saying that referee was on Man United's side. Crying out loud. Jesus. Oh, my goodness me. We got Okerson, Man United Sal, please sign players as soon as possible. We will get there, guys. We will get there. I'm pretty sure. United are starting to remind me of Liverpool from 1996 to 2010. Oi, Rodney. I don't know whether to take that as an insult. That is a very bad one. That is a very bad insult because Man United didn't lose in 1990. Man United beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final in 1996. And you know what Man United do? We win FA Cup finals. We don't lose FA Cup finals. We win FA Cup finals, of course. We won. We're the FA Cup holders, of course. Liverpool didn't go to Man United and win. Liverpool didn't go, you know, we go out and win. We're going to be better. We're better than them, guys. We're better than them. We're going to be up there. Don't worry. Man United will be challenging. Rodney, clip this, brother. Clip this. Man United will challenge for the league next season. Ruben Amorim is a genius. He's a genius. He's not Postecoglou. Postecoglou, he just needs to look after his cholesterol. That's what he needs to look after. Struth, mate. You want some of these. You want to manage the team, mate. Turning on his own fans. Goodness me. Newcastle going to win the League Cup. I've got a feeling. I think Newcastle are going to end their 56-year wait. Oh, well. United need to sue the officials to court. I agree. Absolutely. I agree with that one wholeheartedly, my friend. Ronnie Johnson was a top, though, especially for these days. Said about it. So Ronnie Johnson was a top-notch defender. He was, but he wasn't classed as the best defender in Europe. When you think about 98, 99, look at the defenders in Europe. The good thing about Ronnie Johnson is that he's versatile. He could play in midfield. He was a good player. I wouldn't call him world class, but he was a good player. Ronnie Johnson fitted well in the system. The thing with Alex Ferguson, he built teams that fitted a system, a team, right? So when those players left the football club, none of them really succeeded. You can look at Ronnie Johnson, you can look at Wes Brown, you can look at a whole number of players, that didn't succeed, when they left the football club. And on O'Shea, for example, and at the end of the day, he was a good player. But in 98, 99, when you look at the defenders in 98, 99, you're talking about, what Sol Campbell, you're talking about Paolo Maldini, I mean, we had players all around Europe, guys who are fantastic. Tony Adams was a fantastic player, of course, guys, absolutely. Gary Mabbott, Lord Rodney, I'll throw that one in for you. Johnny, to be honest, a serious comment needs to be had about Højlund. I don't see what he offers. I know you don't like him, Johnny. I know you don't like him. At the end of the day, he's our player. Let's support him at the moment until he's sold. He needs to improve. I agree. The one criticism that I would give Rasmus Højlund is that he needs to get involved in the game. When the game is tight and you're doing the graveyard shift up front, you need to come back and collect the ball. Sometimes you've got to get the ball yourself. That's what I would say to Rasmus Højlund. At the moment, he's our player, and we just have to support him. He's still young. I understand that not many people are happy with him, but you know what? We can't do nothing with Rasmus Højlund at the moment. I mean, I don't think we're going to sell him. I think Ruben Amorim likes him. Good morning, Mr. Sal. Good morning, Easton. How you doing? Good morning, everyone. Who the hell holds up the PGM accountable? Seriously, who is in charge of regulating them? Yep. Probably Michael Oliver. Probably, Mr. Oliver is in charge of them. Absolutely. Fernandes should allow something to go first before complaining. If Fernandes still goes forward to kick the ball, absolutely. I scored from that spot. My goodness, that guy complains just too much. Yeah, big up Fernandes, though. He played well against Arsenal. Let's hope he can carry it on, guys. Look, you know what? Maybe I said on the tweet, he simplified his game. And I think thanks to Ruben Amorim. It's thanks to Ruben Amorim, You're in Roy Evans Julia era. 96 is Roy Evans Julia era. No, Evans. So basically, Liverpool won the Champions League in 2005. I'll take that, by the way, Lord Rodney. Bring it on. I'll take a Champions League. All right. Yeah, absolutely. 4 times. That would be nice. We should have 4 already. Win it 4 times. I'll take that. So, for my Spurs fans, Saulo, I know Spurs fans. I know. Look, I give them time. I give Spurs fans time. But you know what? Big up Rodney. He knows his stuff. You know what? At the end of the day, same tactics. Man United don't play the same tactics. Oh, you mean 3 at the back with Liverpool? Yeah, I get you, Rodney. Yeah, I get you. But this is different. Liverpool played a 5. At the end of the day, Man United are going to be better than Liverpool. Man United will challenge for the league next season, and we won't be one title in 30 years, whatever it is. Absolutely not. I like that Maguire has found some good form too. It's clear. Yeah, I've been speaking about him in this channel, Johnny. He's been absolutely phenomenal. And he is an inspiration because of the way he's handled himself, the way he's conducting himself. He lost the captaincy. He's been abused and insulted on social media. He lost his place in the team. He lost his place in the England team. He just got on with it. He didn't write any sinister tweets. He just got on with it, guys. He was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's an inspiration, an inspiring individual. Thank you so much. Maguire, absolutely. Yeah, he wasn't top at the same time, but if you put him in 2012, he'd be right up there. Yeah, I agree, Lord Rodney. Right now, yes, I agree. Spot on. He would. He would be one of our best, he'd probably one of the best defenders in Europe at the moment. We've got good old Euro, though. Laurent Blanc, Joao Gomes, Fabio Cannavaro, so many great sets. That era was different. Roberto Carlos, left wing back. You know what I mean? Gary Neville, right back. Steve Carr. You know what? Ian Hart was good as a right back, to be honest with you. You know, Sol Campbell was underrated. Lucas Radibi was underrated. When they even talk about the Premier League, how underrated some of the defenders were. You know, in Europe, you had a number. Sensini was a great player, of course, guys. Absolutely phenomenal player, of course. Absolutely brilliant players in that era, man. 90s can't be matched. I just think he could become a good player if he does what Ahmad does and gets the loan and a championship with it. I mean, I don't disagree with that, Johnny. I don't disagree. I think he would. Evans played a 3-5-2, but Evans was a crap manager. Ruben Amorim is a good manager. Evans once shared a seat with Gerard Houllier and then got kicked out. Ruben Amorim is one of the best managers in Europe. Evans was never even the 1,000th good best manager in Europe. A bit like Jamie Carragher isn't even the... Who said it? Jose Mourinho. Jamie Carragher isn't even in the top 1,000 best defenders. And there you go. He had a bad team, Johnny, Mr. Evans, of course. He had a bad team. One thing I give credit to Evans and I give credit to Liverpool, is that in 1995, Liverpool played Blackburn, and we had to win. We had to win the league, and Liverpool had to beat Blackburn, and Liverpool beat Blackburn under Roy Evans. Yeah, so you know what? Honesty is good. Steve Bruce was there. Stevie Bruce, Gary Pallister, you name it, my friend. Brian Robson could play there. It was absolutely, we had world-class players every single where. Dennis Irwin, you know what? Paul Parker, you know, you can name Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister. You can name so many defenders back in that era, my friends. Roy Keane, he played in midfield, but you know what? Was good defensive midfielder. You know, Man United had a number of conveyor belt of good young players in that, of course. Stuart Pearce, come on, Stuart Pearce. Pearcey will probably be one of the best left backs in the world right now if he's still around, Rodney. Maguire used to hate us, but he's falling in love with us. Absolutely. A love-hate relationship. Absolutely. It is a love-hate relationship at the end of the day. So was Houllier. Houllier won the treble. Houllier won the treble, Lord Rodney. He won the League Cup, FA Cup, and UEFA Cup. He won the BTEC Wish treble, didn't he? He had a heart attack though. He had a heart problem though. Bless him. Johnny, seeing Maguire appoint Havertz, then as South American Glasgow Grips Havertz will be. This is absolutely brilliant. I love that. Don't you, Johnny? I love that. It's passion. And what he said as well is absolutely brilliant. Earlier, just tweaked Evans' tactics. Was the top in Europe. I mean, I think they were unfair on Roy Evans, Rodney, at the time. To be honest with you, Liverpool, I remember Liverpool winning the Coca-Cola Cup in 1995. I think Steve McManaman scored. They weren't really that team, were they, at the end of the day? They had the odd good result, but I think Man United are way ahead of Liverpool right now. I think Man United will be successful, and Man United have already won more trophies than Liverpool did in the 90s. You know what I mean? In the last 10 years, Man United have won more than what Liverpool won in the 90s. He did. That's why I'm saying you're in that era. No, we're not. We're going to win the league. Liverpool didn't win the league. Ruben Amorim is a far better manager than Roy Evans. And he plays a different formation. Roy Evans played the 5-3-2, 5-3-3 formation. Ruben Amorim plays a 3-4-2-1 attacking formation. It's different. And he's a much better manager. Big up, Sal. Great stream. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined me today. You absolute diamonds, you absolute legends, you absolutely magnificent people you are. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to smash a like on the video if you guys can do that for me. You could be as kind, could be as generous as to do that, of course, guys, at the end of the day. And then we can do that at the end of the day. Yes, 3-5-2. That doesn't equate to the formation. 3-5-2. That Man United play a 3-4-2-1. Glory, glory, Man United. Big up, Darren. Big up, Darren. Big up, Darren. Big up, Darren. Big up, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. You absolute legends. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn, guys. Don't forget to join me later on. I'll be live for you guys, counting down to the next game, of course, which is on Thursday. Take it easy, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a splendid day, and I will see you later. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to smash a like, and please, on the way out, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much, guys. Peace.